Welcome to part 3 of this tutorial on this popular piece by Burgmuller. Hope you've enjoyed watching parts 1 and 2, and we're going to take you through the final lines of this piece of music. So we've learnt our first part, we've learnt our delicate middle bit, etc. And we then learnt that it then reprises the first part again. And that might be better, but a little variation always is allowed. Here's our next bit then. So we're still in the same key, C major, and we've got some more chromatic movement now. Look, so we're going to go through, and we're going to do this actually with both hands. I'm not going to split this up because you kind of need both hands to get this together. And we're starting with a G in the bass, a B and a G on the right hand, and this is all around the middle C area. And if you notice, look, it's alternating 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So again, little chromatic look at the bottom notes. Little walking up scale there, we'll see a tone there. And chromatic, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then we go to some C chords. So we open our left hand really wide, 1 and G and up to there, C and G, E and G, E and C. So that's the first bit, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you go down to the bottom G and up to the top G, 1. Okay, let's work that through. Okay, so once you've finished, 1 and 2 and 3, getting louder, and then up. Okay, now once you hit that, don't rush onto the next bit. Okay, very nice there, G chords, C with the C chord there. Again, look, there's that G7. And then we have this lovely graceful bit, da 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 da, which leads us back to our G chords. So once again, let's walk that through. Climbing up, C chords through the arpeggio, walking up, jumping away. Look, he jumps through. Look, through C chord inversions. G, 2 and 3, da da da, hold and dying away. Now he does the same thing, but it puts a triplet in, look. This is where it gets really clever, look. It's the same notes, look. Remember that from before? So split them apart. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Okay, so noticing those tricks in music, variations on a theme. So, very nice, so quiet. So your fingers will know those notes as you walk to the top. Then we go to the top G chord. Now, the ending of this piece is so fun once you can get it under your fingers. It's just scales. That's the cool thing about it. This is why I tend to give Burgmuller to my students quite a lot. It's a fun way of training fingers. Notice we have a fast C scale. Look at that, look. Straight through that particular pattern. So we're going C with our thumb. Da, ba, la, da, da, da. 1 E and a 2 E and a. So again, 4 notes, the quarters made up by the semiquavers. Let's use a silly word there. Let's do something like, I don't know, watermelon, 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 or macaroni, macaroni, macaroni. Then we have the same scale again. And then we're going to go back to the C, and then it's a load of descending C scales. Crossing over to G, pinky on the C, thumb on the C, pinky on the G, and you can see what it's doing, it's just descending. And we actually end up down here, look, on the right hand. So let's go back now and look at the left hand. We've got a C chord, and then we do a G scale, but no F sharp. Back to the C chord, rest, da 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 da, crossing over, finish, and then we come down, so the C scales. What's cool here is everything is in unison. Rest, 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 da, da. Okay, so that all ties up. Again, it's one of those passages you might possibly find it works better together. Here we go. And C. G scale, no F sharp. C coming down, and then lift up, and then as you play that G, get your thumb on the C ready, and then they line up on the C's. It's octave scales. To the C, and you'll land up on the C notes at the bottom there. Really fun. Etc. Lots of fun there. So that's quite fun to practice. Getting louder and louder and louder towards the end. So the final passage is some chords. We finish on the bottom. 1, rest all the way up. F and C, A and C, F chord. 1, then another chord with an A flat, and that's F minor. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a C chord. 1, C chord first in root position, and first inversion at the top here, and then all the way down to the big C chord. And that's the final part of this piece. Let's put it all together. Big sound there. It's got repeats in as well, the whole piece, so you can repeat sections, or you can leave the repeats out to go all the way through. The Chevaleresque, wonderful piece by Burgmuller from his 25 Progressive Piano Studies. Do check it out. Check out the other 2 tutorials that will teach you how to play the other parts. And if you've enjoyed the video, there's loads more videos here on my channel, and it's really my pleasure to share my experience and knowledge with you. And it's all about sharing, I think, in the world of music. And it's whether we live in the same country, you know, have the same language or different languages, we can all communicate through the language of music. Do hit subscribe, check me out on my website, and if you'd like to support me on the YouTube channel here, you can do so via patron.com. I'd sincerely like to thank the following people for their support on patron.com, but to everybody who watches these videos, thanks so much for your support and taking the time out of your day. I look forward to seeing you soon here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching.